Yeah, if I know, I'm not so, I get the idea. I'm not so concerned about speed because I believe that'll come. But it's all got to sound good and it's all got to feel good. So if I'm only playing slow strokes and I'm doing it whatever 40 beats per minute, and it feels right, I know it sounds good. Okay, I know eventually everything will increase, But I can't go any further until I can make it sound good at whatever speed, slowest speed possible.
Right, right. Okay, so I watched you come in. First of all, I was watching you play a little earlier. You see, you're working at it. Your pad looks low, you see, because if your arm is really flat, looks a little low. Why don't you just bring it up? Can you bring your pad up a half an inch?
I could. I've noticed that it seems to work better for me when I'm a little lower, but let me try to bring it up.
We'll figure that
See,
out.
hold on. Yeah,
Everybody's body is a little different.
yeah, of course.
And so
Hold on.
we want to feel a particular thing. With this technique, we learn that the forearm is parallel to the floor. And then if the stick is an extension of the forearm, which it is described as it is described with this technique, then the stick would be parallel to the floor. And then we have our floor over here, which is a half an inch lower, or this floor that we've created should be a half an inch to an inch above the playing surface, which is our. Okay, so you're a little more stable right now. So we're going to go into it again.
Okay.
Let's see what I can conjure up today to help.
I'm tight here on this stand.
One of the things I should have sent it to you, but I made some drawings, in the Richard Wilson Murray feedback Richard Wilson articles that I co-authored with Richard Martinez. I did we both, Richard and myself, did line drawings. I did a bunch of line drawings. Haven't done much of that for a while, but it's just a rough sketch. It actually looks more like a Picasso than a.
Oh, no. I can't see it real well, unfortunately.
Right, because your phone is, you're on the phone. But what it's describing, or what it represents, is a certain positioning with regards to particularly the middle finger, right? Because this middle finger is such a big deal with regards to this technique. Okay, so right now, it's okay. It's coming along, but I'm going to hit you to another aspect of
Sure.
all things related to what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, so I've showed you this grip many times. I've talked to you about how the stick rests in the middle finger. Right. We've provided exercises where you are just turning with the stick in the middle finger. So you already remember that. Right? See? It just goes up and down. We don't even need to play. Now, the essence of what I'm talking about here, and I don't remember Richard Wilson putting it this way. Murray would teach you standing up because that you want that feeling of everything hanging by the side. But Richard Martinez talks about the fact that what's happening is if you let your arm hang by your side and you can stick only with the middle finger, and I'll be Socratic. Can you feel that?
Yeah, just middle finger only.
Is it the middle finger only?
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
sure? Are
all
you
my fingers are off, except my middle finger and the stick is up the butt end of my palm there.
That's what I was looking for. Right. So it's the middle finger, but the palm has a big part of it in what's going on here. Can't blow that off because that's the deal, right? You feel it there. It's like leveraged up against the palm, right in that spot that. And you've asked questions about. Well, should it be here? Should it be there? Should it? And I said it's just next to the bone, right? In that meaty part of the palm. And here we have this. Yeah, you see. Now get right over the center. Right over the center. Get the sticks parallel. Your left's higher than your right. Remember? Feeling flat. Now you've lost. I was referring to the guide, the thumb and first fingers calipers on a disc brake. So put them back. Put the arms back down. Look. Nothing changed. Right? You're just balanced here. And you're going to bring that up. And you'll notice if you were to see me, but you can see me. I can't because of I'm not as big as you are, but you can see my right and left hand, right? You can see that I've really taken my guide off. Calipers are off. They're off. So put your hands back by your side, and just hold the stick with the middle finger wedged against the palm, and take your guide off, your calipers off. And if you bring it up, it should look like this, just like it did, just like that. Yet now your right calipers are a little further away than your left. I don't know why. If I was hanging my sticks down by the side, I'd want it all to be the same. I'd want to maintain the perfect experiment. You're not even playing, so you at least have the experiment consistent, okay? All right, so you feel that. Right's still a little different than your left. Your baby finger is sticking out in your right, which is fine. Mine is too. Not in your left. I don't know why. They're a little different. See your left? I don't know if you can see yourself in the monitor. Take your thumb and first finger off. More. Copy your left. Look down at your. There you go. Now, can you take your baby finger off? And your other, like just copy your right. See, in this sentence, there you go. You think they're off. Okay, we're playing with it. Now your guide has come back on in the left. It's changed again. You're just not feeling this over and over or something like that. You see, and then you can put your hands by your side, and the song should remain the same, something like that. Right? All right, now we're going to put our hands by our side again. Now, with the feeling of the stick being held with only the middle finger, now you can imagine what the guide might feel like. If we were to just gently wrap the first finger and thumb around and not change that feeling of it being wedged against the palm and having only the middle finger on the stick, now we can put the guide on the stick, bring the calipers in very gently. Because if we do anything, Dick would say, if you squeeze too much with your guide, you'll pull the stick out of the fulcrum. Just do that. Squeeze really tight with your first finger and thumb now. Didn't it do this? Now it's not in my middle finger. I'll stand up and show you. So, you see, if I'm hanging out thusly with the stick wedged against that middle finger, it's just hanging. This also helps you just learn how the arms should be natural and hanging, not all freaky, right? And then I bring it up. It's just sitting in there, isn't it? Now, if I go to put my thumb and first finger on, and I squeeze with them, watch what happens. Now it's not laying in the hand anymore. Not laying in the middle finger. You spoil it. It's gotta be laying in. You want it to be laying in the middle finger, and you put your guide on. You put your guide on gently, so that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, guiding and not holding. Once you squeeze too much with that thumb and first finger, you won't feel the stick in the middle finger wedged against the palm. You don't want to ever lose that. Is we put that on gently, and then we get this. We can take it on and off. It's just on there real gently, right? You see, it looks much better right now. See? Now all you want to do, with that in mind, you don't change any. You've got to feel it on the palm. You can feel the guide very gently coming in, right? And then you're going to turn. Now, that's pretty good. Now you want when you bring it up with your guide on gently. You see, when you bring it up with your guide on gently, we want to come to the floor. Your butt end's too low. So I know that if you turn up and make a strike, you're going to hit the shank. You need to be here. You don't want to hold your elbow out, which you learned last time. It's just laying in the middle finger, isn't it? Now with the feeling of it laying in the middle finger and wedged against the palm, you turn up and make a blow. Like that. Stop. Stop. It's so good. Let's just... Yeah. See, that's how simple the technique. Butt ends come getting low. There's only a few things you have to... Don't pull your arm out. Just bring the forearm up just to the right position. You see? Now go ahead and take your thumb and first finger off to see if it's laying in the middle finger. That's right. Now put them on gently. Don't over squeeze. Just put them on gently, like they would go on if you were letting it hang by your side. Now just turn up and make a strike with the stick in the middle finger. There.
Except when I hit the surface, these want to slide off the...
So what? Don't hit... Nah, don't worry about it. Watch. Murray would say, where's the stick? Look, I don't even need those first fingers. Here, playing at this speed, immediately. Yeah, you just lift it. No, watch. Lift it up to here. Easy. And just let it fall down. Yeah, mine doesn't even bounce. Mine just goes clunk. You're on the shank. Means your butt end's too low. You got to get up a little bit. There. That's all it is. You just let gravity bring it down. It's not going to go anywhere. It's pretty heavy. The stick is... That's why Dick would like heavy sticks when you're practicing. So butt end's too low, I can tell. You're just going to hit the shank. Don't hold your elbow out to get it. Just find the floor. Okay, now you've got your guide on gently. Just lift it up and let it come down. You see, it's lit. You got the shank a little bit, so bring the butt end up a little. Okay? Yeah, you see? See it? Look, your grip looks really good. Just turn up with it wedged against the palm in the middle. That's all it is. That's it. See how easy that's... When you land, where are you landing? You're landing on the middle finger. When Dick Wilson is screaming at me in that video, Kevin, where do you feel the weight of the stick? And I'll say with me here, this is more intellectual. And I say, well, I feel the weight of the stick somewhere in between the middle finger and the first finger and thumb. He goes, you do? No. It's got the first finger and thumb come in as a guide. He was saying something really important there, you see? And so all you feel is the stick laying, the weight of the stick in the middle finger, wedged against the palm with this gentle guide, and you turn up and you go clunk, and it's going to land on the middle finger, and throughout the entire stroke, it's going to be laying in the middle finger, isn't it? Where could it go? See, it looks really good.
When I go down to look at the pad, I tend to want to grab with the guide fingers a little tighter because I'm afraid it's going to slip out. That's
well, don't. You don't even, no, don't hold your elbow out. That'll mess it up. That's all it is. I do that with, there you go. There you go. That's all it is. Don't go squeezing with your first finger and thumb. They're firm, comfortable, and constant. Be careful. No, just let it lay in the middle finger. You're starting to freak out. Don't freak out. That's right. Just lift it up. Feel it on the palm. Don't lose the palm and middle finger. That's your locus. Take your other fingers off. They're searching right now. You don't need them. You don't need your guide. Take your guide off. There. That's all you want to feel. Just lift it up and let that whole construct fall. Don't go shoving it down. Feel the weight of the stick in your hand. No, you have to lift it up a little. No, not there. Don't hold your elbow out. There. That was a really good one. See, it's balanced in there, isn't it? See, if you lay it correctly, it just stays balanced in there. You don't need to do anything with the first finger and thumb. You need to feel it balanced. Balance. It's a balancing act. That's what we're doing. So it's already gotten better. Now, can you do that in your other hand? Can your right be as good as your left? Come on, elbow has to be by your... No, do the process. Let the whole thing hang. There you go. Let the whole thing hang by your side. Start with it hanging out by your side. Feel it leveraged. Feel it balancing between the middle finger and the palm. Now bring it up and maintain that feeling. Get to parallel. Don't have the butt end too low. Take your guide off. It should have been off already. Put it on. Oh, you jumped ahead. Take your guide off. Is it up? That's not balanced. You lifted up the bead. It's not balanced. Right there. It's got to be balanced. Right there. Now, when you put your guide on this time, don't play. Now take it off. Still balanced, isn't it? Put it on gently. Nothing should change. Stick is like a handlebar. It ain't going anywhere. It's like a bicycle handlebar. It ain't going to move. It's balanced perfectly. Take it off. Don't lose your floor. Put it on. Nothing should change. Maintain the balance. Just lift the stick up and let it fall. Just like that. Clunk. Come back to the floor. It always lands at the floor. You're not at the floor to begin with. Butt end's a little low. Butt end's a little low. There you go. Well, might want to... Oh, not bad, but now take your guide off. Get it leveraged properly. There. Now just play like that. Don't put your guide on. See, your left's better there. Now don't let it plop. Don't let it rest on the surface. You're going to stop right there. Lift it up and stop right there at the floor. Like that. Keep it balanced. Don't lose your balance. You got it. You're balanced, dude. Lift it up. Stop right there. Stay balanced. Nice. Now put your thumb and guide on. Gently. Nothing changed. Are you balanced?
Mm-hmm.
You are. Don't lose your floor. Lift it up and just let it fall down. There you go. Okay? Both hands are behaving. Both hands have the same concept.
Yeah, but the left just doesn't feel as natural as the right does. I don't know. Still shaky.
Well, now you're searching for problems. You know, your left was actually better than your right in the beginning. Your left is just as good as your right, maybe better. That's balanced right now. You got to balance. Are you at the floor? You're a little high. There you are. Now you can put your guide on. You can do it that way. Oh no, you have to stop. No, you don't take the time to. You're in the period right now where you have to really meditate on where's the floor and am I balanced. Put your guide on. Stay balanced. Now just lift it up and let the whole thing fall. Stop right there. Boom, boom. See? We'll mark that timestamp so you can see yourself successfully executing what is a wrist. That's essentially the technique. There, we're done. That's a really big deal. See, it can take years to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Very simple. So now I won't have to be saying, of course, for a while I will, but I won't have to be saying over and over, where do you feel, like Dick Wilson, where do you feel the weight of the stick? And you know what? You won't say somewhere in between the middle finger and the first finger and thumb. You'll say, I feel it in the middle finger. That's where I feel the weight of the stick. Countervailed by the palm, wedged in there, but it's in the middle finger. Now, could we actually play a chart? Could that happen today? Let's try. Let's play it. Pull out the single stroke chart, page 25 of the Spivak library. I just want you to just, with no metronome, just spend time allowing your arms to hang by your side with the stick wedged up against the palm, resting only in the middle finger. Practice bringing that up and finding the floor. And you can get back down and feel what it feels like to put the guide on gently and not lose that feeling of middle finger and palm. Then you bring it up. And that's my drawing, right? Where you have this shape. I forget this drawing, but you have this a very particular shape. In fact, maybe I'll talk to you about that shape really quickly.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
That's it. I can tell. You got it.
Yeah.
That's going on the music stand.
Yeah, right here.
There we go.
Okay.
Now, I will say this: if you think about that, you know, I meditate on this stuff too. If I think about the middle finger, it has a particular shape. Quite fascinating. The you know, there are 3 joints or fulcrums, or 3 knuckles, I guess you'd say, in each of the fingers, except for the thumb, where there are only 2. And so we're in the middle finger, right? And correct? That's where left, and then we're in the middle finger, left, right? And so this finger seems to so this finger seems to go down at like this angle, doesn't it? See it? Yeah. It's going a little bit, it angles a little forward. So if you line the stick up with it, the other side of the stick would be pointing upward a little bit towards you. It might go out a little too. And so it's not perfectly straight. And then the next knuckle, this is one down from the top knuckle, is bent more severely. The angle is this, and then goes to this. And this first area between first knuckle and, we'll call it first knuckle and second, I guess, for this particular description. First knuckle, the second knuckle, there's this area that I described. It goes this way, so it's going forward. And then between this next knuckle and the middle knuckle, I think, or first knuckle, I guess, first, second, third. So third knuckle here, the in between, which would be the lever arm, believe it or not, because each is a fulcrum. So this lever arm is angled like this, and forward. And then the next knuckle is almost going backwards a little, or at least very much sideways toward relative to this first area. So maybe not backwards, but and it's not quite flat. There's still an angle here, still an angle down a little, right? So you get this.
Are you talking about here? Or here?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about right on top of this middle. We're talking about the middle finger. No, on the middle finger. What does the middle finger look? Right. And then underneath it goes like this direction. And then between the first knuckle and the tip of the finger, it's going backwards. It goes backwards. Forward and down. Kind of fairly flat, so it's not very much going down here, and it's running. It's not running exactly parallel to the stick. It is running a little bit backwards, perhaps, but then the tip is really running backwards. The tip is like this angle. The tip is like this, isn't it? See? Now, we could just not know that. A kid wouldn't need to know that, and they could play great. You know that little Chinese girl who's unbelievable?
Yo.
She's doing this? Yeah, she didn't know that, and she didn't need to.
No.
Maybe we need to.
Maybe so. She plays incredible.
Well, we're older dogs, and we're being taught new tricks.
Right.
And so we'd have to maintain that. See? That's what that's our meditation. Right?
Right.
And then I just gently, and it's wedged against the palm, but we know there's a shape that we don't want to lose. Right? We want to maintain that so that, remember we call it a little cradle? It's a little candy cane. It's a lot less descriptive, isn't it? See how those metaphors might be confusing, right? It's a saddle. It's an upside down saddle. I've heard them all. Okay. All right, but so you're getting that. It's that feeling. There's a shape in the hand, and you lift it up, and it goes clunk. Okay, or you put your guide on very gently, right? And you lift it up, and it goes clunk. Very gently. Okay. Now, if we look at the Spivak single strokes page, I've mentioned that it's singles that, like I was saying, that kind of give you the technique. I have an awful lot to do with it. And he puts it on the last page. Interesting. Okay, so if we have the metronome on at 40, now you see, for us traditional guys, and for you who also plays, you realize you play really good traditional. You know you play really good traditional, right? But there are similarities, you see. See, your left's better than your right. Your right's down too low. You're not at the floor. Both should be just like that. There you go. Do you have that shape in your right hand? Your the right cradle. Don't knock the camera. Don't do that again, please. See, and you've got your thumb. Your left's better than your right. Let's fix your right now. Let's fix your right. If you fixate on the left, not recognizing that it's working just fine, insisting that there's something wrong with it, which there has been, but now it's getting pretty good. You're right. Look, you've got no cradle. Take your guide off. Let your arm hang by your side. Go through the whole thing. Enjoy it. There. Now, see your thumb. Take your thumb off. There. See how your thumb is see how round it is? See, it's round here. So when you put it on, it doesn't go like this suddenly. Like your left doesn't. It just goes on gently. Like that. There you go. And now you're at the floor. Butt end. Come on, at the floor. Butt end's a little. There you go. Now don't start pinching with your thumb. You're losing your balance point. Take your thumb off. Oh, a little better. Take your thumb off. Ah, see it went crashing down because you weren't balanced. There. Now you're balanced. Put your thumb on and gently lift up and let it go clunk. Clunk. Okay. See, you need to work on your right just as much as your left. Yeah. There you go. Is it balanced? Got to have that balance point, man. It'll change your life. Okay, here we go. So we've got the metronome on at 40. And we're going, and we could do this without without the guide, or this easy way or do this the hard way? But they're the same as you're learning. You don't suddenly go like this with your thumb, which will fuck up. Sorry, which will mess up your balance point. Sorry, kids. Which will mess up your balance point, right? Muck it up. What do you? As soon as you start to do this, look, pushing the stick around, you just want it laying in. You don't want to do this with your tip of your thumb. If you're going to bring only your thumb on, you'd bring it on very gently and not move the stick. Wouldn't you? Look, take your guide off with both hands. Are you both hands right? You lost your floor. Now you're balanced. Now gently put just the thumb. Let's get to know what would the thumb feel like. We kept the first finger off and just brought the thumb in and not move the stick. You can only touch it very gently, right? If you go pinching, you'll move this. Go ahead and move your stick with your thumb on purpose. Yeah, come on, move it. Yeah, see, we don't want to do that. See, it's only allowed to guide. We don't lose our balance. Okay, you're starting to get it. All right, so this exercise does this. Okay, now we can put the guides on gently, but we don't want to lose this feeling. This feeling is predominant. Okay, so we're gently putting that on, and then we're going to go So for me, because I have to think about my left more, then I think about my right, because now I'm busy thinking about my right. It's part of the charm. So I have to think about it too.
It's hard for me not.
So stop. Let me. No, your left's better than your right.
It's hard for me to keep that thumb and
I know, yeah.
left hand for some reason. Wants to bounce or slide off.
But it's better. Your right is a mess. See, that's fine. Look at your right. Look at your right, how far down it is. You're not balanced in your right at all. You are on your left. Come on, you have to be at the floor. Both. It has to look like how you teach kids. Look, how big is your slice of pizza pie? It doesn't look like this. No, it looks like a slice of pizza pie. There's another metaphor. There, you see? That's a New York style slice. There you go. You're kind of balanced. You could put your thumb and first finger on it, as long as that doesn't change, and go what dot 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 dot. But you have to lift both sticks up to the same height. And stop. Your right's not happening. Your left is good because you're actually turning up to the ceiling in your left. But you're right. Look, you lost your balance in there. Look at your left, man. It's just sitting there hanging out. Right? You're not your left. Your left isn't balanced. Take off the guide. Get parallel. Show me the piece of pie. Come on. Take your guide off in the right. And the right. Nope. Right drop down. It's not really balanced. Come on. There it is. Now you can put your guide on. Now you have to turn up. Show me one wrist turn in your right up 5 inches. 5 inches. That's not 5 inches. That was 3.5. There. But just stop at the floor. Remember the pizza pie. There. Now do that on the other hand. Come on. Find the floor on the right. Your right likes to dip. Your left is really good, man. Your left is good. Your right's, look at your right. There's no pizza pie or anything. Look at your right. There, you have to lift it up. You have to hold it. There you go. Come on. There. Stop. It's really good. Get your pizza pie. Get the balance together.
Okay, excuse me. Stretch my back.
There you go. Balance point in the right. Balance point, pizza pie. Look at your right, way over on the side of the pad. What are you doing over there? That's your slice of pizza. There you go. You have to lift it up in the right, just like the left. There you go. And then in the left. All right.
Right off the left.
It doesn't matter. The left is good. The right's not. You're looking for the wrong things, man. You know, I'm pointing at the moon and you're looking at my finger. Stop. Get your right together. Your right keeps losing its position. You think it feels good? That's a fantasy. But certainly not. There you go. Okay, I'm going to give, there you go. Maybe we're just going to give you this very simple. So metronomes at 40. Come on, find your balance point to right. Left's really solid. Come on, look at your left. Now just play with the metronome. And let one click go by each time. Are you at the floor? Are you at the floor? Left is, not the right. There you go. Click. Click. And you lift the right up. You're losing your floor. Your left's nice. Look at your left. Look at the, you can't see yourself in the monitor, but no, you're losing your right. Your right is not as good as your left. You've got to balance in the right. Stop. Get your right together. Just stop for a sec. No, it's your right, man. No, it's not. No, you have to balance it first and find the floor. Give me a pizza pie. There you go. Back to New York. There. Now you got it. There. And you lift it up. Now you're back to a nice pizza pie. Lift it up. Come on, your right's already dipping. Come on, right. Balance point. Come on, wedged up against the palm. Middle finger. Almost. Come on. There it is. Come on, pizza pie. Balance. Turn a little higher. There it is. Come on, don't lose your floor in the right. Don't forget to turn in the left. You're losing your floor in the right. It's dipping down. Every once in a while, just stop and take off your guides and find the floor. Take off your guides. Find the floor. You're not at the floor in the right. Left's looking good, man. There it is. There, you can do it that way, or you can just gently put the guide on. You didn't turn as high in the left, so they're not going to sound the same. Now you didn't turn very high. You're losing your floor in the right. You're losing the floor. Come on, floor. Come on, button's too low in the right. Not bad, almost. You're not turning high enough. You've got to turn your wrist. Turn up to the ceiling a little more. Yeah, you're not going to lose that. If you don't move your arm or anything, it'll come right back to there. It'll always come back to there. If you do what I'm asking you to do, you're losing the floor in the right, so you have to stop and rebalance. Stop. There, almost. You're pinching your thumb. Take the guide off in the right. Oh, see? Wait. When you take your guide off, nothing should change. It tells me you're not balanced because you were doing something with your thumb, just like you're not over the surface. There it is. Now, if you put your thumb and first finger on, that position won't change. I'd put them on before I played. Take them off. Take them off. Take them off. Don't play. It's not about playing. It's about that feeling of that shake that we just, there, you feel it. You feel it now. Now, when you put your guide on, don't, okay. When you put your guide, no. Just give me the position. Be patient. We'll get there. Now this time you're going to put your guide on and the stick in the right won't move. It didn't move. So now you can lift it up and make a strike. See? It worked. Okay, now you're going to play to every click. Right, left. Stop. Well, you only got 3 passes and you already lost your pizza pie. You've lost your floor. Get it back. Get it back. Come on, take your guides off to get it back. Take your guides off. Show me the pizza pie. There, no. There it is. Now put your thumb and first finger on and don't play. Nothing should move. Come on, put them. That's not bad. You can still have a pizza pie. Now go ahead and lift up and play left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Stop. You got. Don't stop playing. You have to stay in position. You're on the drum line. Is it a core master? You're gonna get busted. Stop. He's checking the whole drum corps line to make sure everyone looks the same. You don't. Steve, get that right hand up. Get it in the right position. Everyone has to look like that. Stop pinching with your thumb. No, you lost it. First, there it is, you're back. There's your core line position. Pizza pie, core line position. Take your thumb off in the right. It's doing something. Yeah, up. You're not balanced. Get the butt end up in the right. Get the butt end up. Find your core line position. Put your guide on and don't change that. Put them on. Don't change it. Left 2. Don't change it. Don't get lower in the right. Now you're touching the surface. I don't know why. Take your thumb off. It's all weird in the right. Left's much better. Take it off. There. Now you're ready to play. Now you can play as long as you come back to that position. Click, click, left, right. Turn up a little bit. Don't lose that position. Core line. Think of the core line. The other guys are going to get bugged. They're spending all day out on the field and it's cold. It's starting to rain. Stop. Now check your position. Not too bad. Come on. Get there you go. Put your guide on. Don't play yet. Position check. Core is intact. Come on, get that right up. You're going to get busted, core master. Okay, go ahead and play. Turn up a little higher. Come back to that position. After one pass, stop and check it. Stop. Check it. Your left's better. See your left? Left's always right there. Your right is always searching. Come on, get it up. Get the right butt end up. Balance it in the right. Balance. Okay, now you're ready to put your guides back on. And you're ready to play. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for this core position. That's what I want. Okay? That's all we're doing. We're not losing this. We want to keep this. Stop. Stop. You have to keep checking. That's how you're going to get this. You have to start again. It's really good. This is your best day yet. Okay? So no, you're not ready to play. The drum, you're just, the guys in the core, they're just all going to be waiting for you to get your position. Everyone in the line, how many guys are in that? 14, 20, I don't know. Okay, now you're ready to put your guide on and play. And you have to come back. No, you didn't turn high enough. Take them off. Take them off. Doesn't mean you have to cover. That was a good one. Put them on. Turn higher in the right. Decide. Come up just underneath your t-shirt, your sweatshirt. Just under the Hurley line. You come up a little bit. Put your guide on. You're ready now. See, now you're drum corps. Now you're drum corps worthy. No, you didn't lift it. Stop. Get your position. This time you're going to turn up higher, almost to the line on your shirt. Dipping down. Oh, that was a good one. Almost to the line. So just a couple inches underneath the line. That's a good one. Right's a little lower than the left, as usual. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, get your position. Check your core line. Check your core line. Got, you lost it. There it is. Are you balanced? Look at how centered you look. Now go da 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 da. Come on, da, 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 da. Come on, da 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 da. You got it. You got to stop. It's a burst of energy and then stop. No, you lost your position. The most important thing is when you're not playing. You haven't learned that yet. You're learning that today. Yeah, right. That's all that's happening. Put your guide on gently and do that. Don't miss your position when you're done. It's about finishing and noticing. There you go. So stop. Now stop. No, no. When you stop, the whole reason to stop is to check your position. Are you part of the core line? Core.
It's not, I'm having a problem keeping this in the groove here. Wants to roll down more of the tip.
You know the shape. I showed you the shape. See, now it's your, there you go. Now you're just going to play a few passes, tap, 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 tap. And then you're going to stop. See your position. You're a little high in the right. Yeah, not bad. Stop. Check your position. Are you balanced? Come on, get a bounce in the right. Pizza pie. Balance. Come on, get that right together. Put the guide on gently and go tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Up, look, stop. Check your position. Right? Come on, set it up. Come on, get them right up a little. Put the guide on gently. Now go tap, 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 and stop. Tap, tap. Yeah! All right. It's coming along. You're starting to turn your wrist with a grip. It's that simple. So we're just going to do that. Metronome at 40. You're going to play a note. Let the metronome click. That'll give you a chance to check out your floor, your core line position. Then you're going to, as you get more confident, then you're going to play to each click, but you can't play very long without losing your core line position. So you have to stop in between all the time and reset. And sooner than you think, you're just going to start to go and stop, and you'll be right there, which you've been doing today. Finally calmed you down and got you in position as though you were playing in a drum corps line, right? They're really uptight about that stuff. And you can see why, because it's important, right? So, all right, look at you, you're just sitting there. See, that's what it is. Just sitting there, meditating on this position. I'm going to turn off the camera. Very good.